Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is BluntForceRam, and today we're going to do a bit of a rant video about a game we tried to play today. Now, recently, a friend of Bears and mine suggested we give Fortnite a shot. Now, seeing as neither of us at the current time have PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, we figured we'd give it a shot since it's a free-to-play game. And this kind of kicked off a thing where we started searching through for other games of a similar genre. And that's where Bear and I came across this, Infestation the New Z, which by description and videos on Steam appears to be very similar. And Bear is here with us today so that we can kind of go over our first impressions, because first impressions are incredibly important. And let me just start by saying this game is not does not give good first impressions. So what we have up here is actually a video that we captured, and interesting part here is this is the first thing I saw when I tried to go to a survival mode server. I'm not exactly sure what happened. This came up after I tried to join the server, and this is it. This is it for a good 5-6 minutes before I decided something must have locked up, and yeah, computer's still working, but we're stuck in the screen. So clearly that's bugged and broken. Alt F4, kill it through the processes, restart, go through all the settings because the settings screw with this game a bit. Create a new character, get Bear into the gameplay, and then this happens. We go through the wonderful, like, what, almost 5 minutes waiting for the server to just connect and load.
Right.
And here we go. Boom. Immediately just kind of thrown in. Like, this is ridiculous.
And at this point, we thought this was the extent of Battle Royale. Turns out this is the loading screen for Battle Royale, just like they have in Fortnite, just like they have in PUBG. And you can die, and you instantly respawn back into this chaotic nonsense. The issue being is there were never enough people to play the actual game because everyone kept hopping out because they kept getting killed.
And you know what?
In the menu.
I'm going to throw this
in
out.
The loading screen.
I just noticed. I did notice this during the gameplay because, of course, we were jumped in. There was no explanation as to what was going on. All I know is I'm immediately getting shot at. But if I look down at the minimap, it actually says lobby.
Yeah. And, well, and the thing is, that gets me is, it's a neat idea that you get in, you spawn back in with different weapons each time, so you get to see what the weapons are like. But the fact is that you're eventually supposed to load into a Battle Royale, PUBG, Fortnite-style game, and the fact is that everyone died so quickly in the lobby, just waiting to load into the game, that they never actually stayed long enough for us to start a game. We were in that lobby for probably 15-20 minutes and never got anywhere. We never had over maybe 20-30 people in the lobby at a time.
Here's my best part. So again, this is our first time seeing this stupid game. I am still trying to figure out controls. Walking is still a bit of a mystery to me. Of course, WASD, but how does, sprint work, crouch work? Is there prone? I'm trying to use the zoom on the rifle. That's not always working, but this is one of my favorite parts. The game kind of just locks up for me here, and I'm like, okay, what the hell? And then I go to a loading screen. I'm like, all right, what just happened? Bear's telling me he's still in the match. He's still in the lobby. And then I get this wonderful little pop-up. Kicked for suspected cheating. How? I don't even know shoot yet. And yet I'm supposed to be able to cheat? Yeah, no, and it could be a vote system or something. But still, no, that's complete bullshit. All right? I haven't even figured out shoot yet. And supposedly I'm cheating. Bear, meanwhile, on Discord is informing me that he's still in, he's still going, and so I'm like, okay, well, I'm sitting here clicking buttons, trying to frickin' get the thing. Finally, it lets me join back in. So, at this point, again, remember, we still don't realize this is the lobby. Oh, I'm in. I'm getting to a tree. I can't... What the hell? Wait.
You're behind a tree? I think I'm to your left.
I don't know what's going on. I got...
Guy spawning behind you.
I'm... What?
Well, I killed him. Oh shit, now I'm dying. Run! I died. This game makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
I don't get it. I'm so confused. Oh, there's a player that has an orange thing on their head and there's a bounty on them.
I don't care. Everyone just keeps fucking shooting me.
I died. I died again. I don't get this game.
Oh, come in, you motherfucker. Come in. There, you know, he doesn't see me, I see him, I can't shoot worth a damn, and then wait a minute, everything's frozen up again. Well, God, are you fucking kidding me? Nope. I got kicked again. And guess what? I got
for
kicked.
Apparently suspected cheating.
Suspected cheating, yeah, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. Just let him play, let him play.
Now, in this, by this point, I've been playing... And I've been getting kills and doing my thing. And again, we both are thinking that this is the actual game mode. And I'm not understanding even the concept of it because I'm like, well, it says last man standing, but we keep respawning. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. But it finally gets to a point where I realize the entire time we've been in this lobby, 15, 20 minutes, the most number of people we've had in here is maybe 25 people. And I'm realizing that this is a loading screen, but we're never going to get to play a match at this rate. Because I'm assuming other people don't realize that this isn't the game mode. They see what it's like and they leave.
Or, you know, or 70 people are getting kicked for suspected cheating because they got a kill or two.
Or in the other possibility, and I've seen a lot of people complain about this on the Steam reviews. There's a lot of paid content that shouldn't really be paid content in a game like this. On the survival servers, if you want to play in a survival server that's not PvP, that's paid content. If you just want to play in a regular survival game, you have to pay for that. Which, it's a free game to start with, so that's not horrible. But that should be free content if the rest of the game is free. Because people can buy more powerful weapons and upgrades and more slots to hold things in. But you can't, as a new player, just get in and play the game and enjoy it. There's this constant forced PvP on you.
And it's not just that, but to me, it's like the game was not developed. I mean, how difficult would it be? I mean, you look at the big mistake we made, and the biggest thing that really kind of pissed me off is, and which I wouldn't have been so pissed off if I had just known, is that was a lobby. Now, granted, you look down at the minimap, it says lobby, but when you're thrown in and you got 20 fucking people sitting around you all of a sudden putting bullets in your ass, you're not going to look down at your minimap. Your first thing is get to cover and find out what the hell's going on. You know, how difficult would it be in the loading screen for, like, you just to pop up some little text and say, welcome to the lobby. Don't worry about dying here. Play with weapon, you know, just something to say, hey, this is not the actual game mode. You know, or, you know, the server thing. I mean, I you know, Barry, you brought up when we were talking before the fact that, well, maybe it was a private server and they were kicking me because they don't want me in the private server, which doesn't make sense why they're kicking me and not you. Yeah. But, you know, at the same point, even though the Battle Royale, there is no way to pick your server. It's like random choice thing. I just somehow ended up back. I don't even know if we ended up in the same server, like back in it.
I don't think so.
So I you know, it's not like you pick the server, it's random choice. But
yeah,
I just, you know, that was my first, literally 15 minutes and all I managed to do was figure out that the the options window doesn't work worth a damn. Turning full screen off, or turning windowed mode on, or whatever the hell it was called, does the
Turning full
opposite.
screen on turned on windowed mode. And you can only change one option at a time and then hit apply, wait for it to change that one option, and then you go through the list. And some
And,
of the options you have to restart the program to enable. So I had to restart the game probably 5 times in total just to get all my options set properly. Well, and I brought up a couple of reviews here off of the Steam page to just kind of share with you some of the sentiment of this game. One of them, a lot of these are very negative here recently, and even going back to when the game first launched. Let's see, this one is Infestation, the new scam.
well, no,
Uh,
here's something real quick. First of all, one of my favorite ones I read was, this game is shit. I wouldn't even feed it to my dog, and he actually eats shit, or something along those lines.
and he eats everything. Yeah, I saw that one.
That's the
That
one.
was a good review.
But
That was
here's
a
the
very
thing:
simple, good
the
review.
reviews but the reviews in the beginning aren't the big deal. It's the reviews at the end. This game has been out for what, over a year now,
Over a year now.
and it's still this buggy, still getting these bad reviews. And granted, the paid content, that's really not something you can bitch about. That most free to play games, especially in a competitive environment, you're gonna come across some kind of paid to win aspect.
Well, and again, depending on what content they're having as a paid content, extra game modes, skins, things like that, that's one thing. And when I say extra game modes, I mean, like this has, I think, 4 game modes. There's survival, battle royale, uh, competitive, which is coming soon, and open world. And if you were to make one or two of those game modes a paid game mode, that I could see. But if you want PvE versus like a PvP survival server, you have to pay to be PvE, which I don't feel that's right in a survival game. You just want to play the survival game without worrying about getting shot by other
Well,
players with
to be
higher
honest, if you just
quality
want to play a
weapons.
survival game, play a different game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
because I actually that's what I was trying to do here in the beginning. I was trying to get to, where the hell is it? That's what I was. This was supposed to be an open world survival game, and this is as far as I made it. I got to stare at
yeah.
this screen. It just, as soon as the server finally loaded up, it wigged out, and
And
you
I
know.
believe at some point the game told you that you had to have 3 hours on record with
Oh
the
yeah, no, they
game
have these things
to
called
play a certain
warm up.
game mode.
Well, it wasn't a game mode necessarily, but what it was is, I guess, for the survival mode, they have what's called a warm up server, which I think is kind of cool. It's from the context, I gathered that the server is basically for you to kind of go in and practice. Kind of, I guess, get warmed up. But yeah, you have to have 3 hours in game to use that.
Which it seems to me like that should be the first place you should go in the game is
Yeah.
to a warm-up server so you can learn how to play the game. You shouldn't have to spend 3 hours dying repeatedly in a loading screen to be able to warm up to the game. That to me is kind of a thing that should be included right from the start. You should be able to have the chance to learn how to play the game before you're forced to play the game against people who've been playing it for a year. But yeah, so I mean, if y'all feel like we should give this game another shot, if you feel like we should get in there and try to find a server where we can actually make it into a battle royale or actually make it into a survival or open world kind of scenario, let us know. At this point, I don't think we're going to be putting up any videos of it. I know I'm going to try to give it another shot. I don't know if I'll be recording it or not for my channel, but I'm going to try to get in and see if I can make it into an actual, game instead of just the lobby of chaos.
No, I think my favorite thoughts on it was what I said while I was playing it. Here, this happy as hell. Shit. What the hell? Oh, are you shitting me? What the hell? Kicked for suspected cheating. Fuck you. Take your piece of shit game and scrap it, you fucks. Yeah, I think that about sums it up.
Which, again, I'm not going to say You
No,
know,
fuck. But here's the deal. Look, it's not even like the whole. But fuck them. Because if I'm going to keep getting kicked from the same server or from different servers for suspected cheating, then at least give me the option to go to another server. Like if it is a voting system, we don't even know that. But if it is a voting system and there was just one player didn't like me and voted me out several times or some shit, fine. But I don't have the option to go to another server. So I can
yeah.
expect that every time. I don't expect to ever be able to get past the lobby because I can't. Because I'm gonna keep getting kicked. And that's
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, and see that's the thing is me, I didn't have that problem, so I can't speak to that end. Me personally, I've seen people here that have over 150 hours on record that like it. I've seen people that have over 150 hours on record that hate it. You know, I kind of want to see what happens if I get back into it myself and tinker with it, see if I can
Yeah, they
find a way to
spent
make it work.
150 hours in the lobby.
This is also possible. Maybe they think that's the battle royale and they just have fun shooting at people. They might be Call of Duty fans. We don't know. But the fact is that as of right now, we can't really recommend the game as a free PUBG Fortnite replacement or survival game for that matter.
Can't recommend the game to game. I mean, now,
yeah,
if your cardiologist says your heart needs a good workout, and you need some extra stress in your life, have at it.
Yeah, this would be a great way to do it. If you need the stress, go for it. But
oh yeah, and that 24 FPS right there, 24 FPS with a 1080 Ti.
Yeah, I feel like there's some optimization issues with the game, which makes no sense because it was made for PC. It's a PC game.
Yeah, but I don't even.
This isn't a bad port job. This was built for this architecture, and it still fails at it.
I like that. What was it? Recommended a GTX 950.
Yeah, I'm running a 980. Steve's running a 1080 Ti, and neither of us got that great of graphics and or frames out of the game in any regard. But I don't know about you, Steve. I think that about sums up the internalized hatred you have for it. I'm not willing to write it off completely because I didn't have the same issues you did, and I'd love to hear feedback from the audience on what they think of the game if they've played it.
This right here. This is my. See, I'm gonna go to here in my library, and I'm gonna go to this little uninstall button and delete all that crap off my drives because it makes my drives dirty and I don't like it. Boom.
There you go. And I think that about sums up how Steve feels about the game. Y'all let us know if you've played it, how you feel about it. Let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Steve, you got anything else to add?
Fuck that game.
I'd call it good there.
Alrighty. Till next time.
We'll see y'all in the next one.
Well, we won't see them. They're watching us, but okay.
Well, it's a thing.